Genius Nation, what's going on? It's your man, Dr. Will, and you guys know the deal. Let me know what city, what state, what country you are chiming in from. Even if you're watching this on the replay, let me know what city, what state, what country you are chiming in from. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscription button, hit the notification button, all the things that make the algorithm go pop. So wherever you are in the world, let me know what city, what state, what country you are chiming in from. Welcome to Daily Insights with Dr. Will. I am Dr. Will. So wherever you are in the world, let me know. I'm here in the beautiful city of Phoenix, Arizona, where God vacations. So as you guys are coming in, let me know. I tell you every day, I just get so fascinated to see where we get to connect from all around the world. If you have been joining us for the entire week, you know that we've been talking about the 4 pillars of mastery, the 4 pillars of mastery. Today is Friday, so happy Friday to you. We're going to be talking about the 4th pillar of mastery. And these are things that over the course of my years of coaching, these are 4 areas that I've seen to be the most important areas in people's life and the most important areas to your success. So the first pillar we talked about was self-mastery. Self-mastery. You got to learn how to master yourself. You got to know what makes you tick. The unexamined life is a life not worth living. So you got to examine you. And then we talked about time mastery. Right up there with oxygen, time is one of the most important things that you have going for you. And you want to learn how to use time for your benefit. And then third, we talked about relationship mastery. Relationship mastery. The relationships in your life, they're either taking you up or taking you down. They're either helping you or they're either hindering you. Right? And so either it's going to be good peer pressure or bad peer pressure as it relates to relationships in your life. And now number 4, the 4th pillar of mastery is money mastery. So if you look at these 4 areas, self-mastery, that governs your mental, your physical, your spiritual self-mastery, right? Very important. If you look at time, we're all equal in time. We're separated by how we invest it. And then our relationships, birds of a feather flock together. And then now money. If you look at those 4 areas, those are probably the 4 most important areas in your life. And so if you have these, think about a table, right? If you have a table and you have 4 legs to that table, you're going to have a solid table. You take one of those legs away and you're having a messed up table. You take 2 of them away, man, you're leaning like this. You take 3 of these pillars away, forget it, man. But if you can put all these 4 pillars in alignment and come under mastery, man, you're going to have a masterful life. So let's talk about money. I don't care how you slice it. I don't care how you dice it. As long as we're in this physical world, units of currency are going to be important. I don't care whether we call it dinero. I don't care if we call it dollars. I don't care if we call it pesos. They're looking pretty soon. We'll be calling it Bitcoin and cryptocurrency or whatever type of currency. But currency is always going to be important. Some medium of exchange is going to be important. And so it's imperative that you and I master something that's so important. So many people kind of avoid talking about money, but you want to get very comfortable with money. You want to learn how to master money. You want to understand that money is not a toy, but it's a tool. And if you understand how to use money as a tool, then you'll learn how to build a better life. You know, once again, it's one of those critical areas in our life. And if we don't master it, I'm telling you, so many people live a life of disaster and not mastery because they haven't figured out this money thing. And maybe, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, you could have an excuse for not mastering money. You could say, you know what? They didn't teach it to me in school. They didn't teach it to me in my house. My parents didn't talk about it. That was all fine and dandy. But now that we're in this internet world where you can go and search and Google and you can go and watch YouTubes and you can learn, you can get books, you can go to Amazon and get books on it. You need to learn about money. Number one, you need to learn how to position yourself to get money. Now, in the world that we live in the system, for most people, you've been taught how to go earn money, right? Go get a good education, go get a skill, and you can earn some money, right? You can earn some money. So most of us have learned how to earn money. What we haven't learned how to do is earn money, grow money, manage money, and pass on money. Usually we talk about generational wealth. Well, if you don't learn those elements, how to earn money, how to grow money, how to manage money, and how to pass on money, then stop talking about generational wealth. Stop. It's not going to happen. And so when you think about yourself, your start in life. If your parents were able to come up to you and say, hey, here's $10,000, $15,000. Hey, here's some money to help you get a starter home so you can start building wealth. If your parents were in a position to do that, how much better would you have been your start in life? Well, if that didn't happen for you, then you want to make sure you can get as close as possible as doing that for your own family. And if you can't, at the least, you want to start telling your kids like, hey, you know what? I didn't make all the right money choices, but I want to teach you. I want to give you this knowledge. Once again, start giving them books, start telling them where to look, right? We don't want to go into another generation of illiterate financial literacy, right? We want to make sure that this thing that's so important, one of the 4 pillars of success, is so important that we get up on it, that we learn it. And so when you think about mastering money, level 1 is how do we earn it? So you got to think about, with the skills and the knowledge that I have I positioned myself to maximize my earning potential? Have I positioned myself to maximize my earning potential? Whatever that skill, whatever that knowledge base is. I always use the example, I'm a teacher, right? I love to teach. That's my gift. That's my genius. I love to teach. But with that skill of teaching, I can put that skill in several different environments. I can take the skill of teaching and I can be a elementary school teacher. If I was an elementary school teacher, I'm going to earn somewhere between, I don't know, maybe $35,000 to $55,000 a year as an elementary school teacher. I can take that skill and become a high school teacher and earn somewhere between maybe $45,000 and $65,000. I can take that same skill of teaching, be a college professor, earn anywhere between $75,000 to $100,000. Or I can take that same skill and become a consultant, become a coach, become an entrepreneur. And now that same skill is in an arena that's unlimited. Those other arenas was capped. The government says, you know what? This is how much an elementary school teacher is worth. This is how much a high school teacher is worth. This is how much a college professor is worth. But as an entrepreneur, with my skill of teaching, there is no cap. I get to determine and say, hey, this is what I get to charge. This is what I want to charge for this skill set. So I place my skill. The same thing for a doctor. A doctor can say, you know what? I want to be a pediatric doctor. I want to be a family doctor, or maybe I want to specialize and be a heart surgeon. Well, the heart surgeon is going to earn a lot more than the family doctor. The same skill set, same classes, right? Maybe a little bit more isolated skill set in the heart surgeon. But I want you to get the point. You get to take your skill and put it where you want it. And you want to learn how to put your skill so you can maximize your earning potential. We get, a few years for our earning potential, right? Where you can go hard and you go max it out. So you want to learn how to maximize your potential. Then you want to learn how to grow it. How do I grow it? How do I take it? That's when we start talking about leveraging our money. So we may talk about investments, right? So I'm going to take my earnings. I'm going to put myself in the best earnings position possible. I'm going to earn as much as I can. I'm going to max it out. How can I max it out? Talking about sports again, they talk about a max contract, right? What's the most I can get? Here's the most I can get from my skill playing this game. But then if you look at a person like LeBron, then he's able to then take his earnings and take his brand and leverage it with other companies and get endorsement deals, right? So he's earning, and, LeBron is worth $1 billion. He's earned more off the court than he's earned on the court. You understand that? Because he's maximized his earnings. And when you maximize your potential in certain arenas, people want to then partner with you, right? That's what happens with me. And so the Dr. Will brand, the Dr. Will Speaks brand, companies and other entrepreneurs want to partner with my brand because I maxed myself out, right? With my skill set, I maxed it out, became one of the best at my skill set. So now people are attracted to the best of the best. So now with that, I can now leverage, right? I can now leverage my earnings potential. And so now I can get into endorsements. I can get into real estate. I can get into stock investments and things like that. I can get into joint ventures. I can now leverage, right? So that's how I'm growing. Then I want to go to managing. Now I'm managing my wealth. That's when you start really learning about the tax game, and you start learning about trust, and you start learning about wills and things like that, things to protect, right? Things to protect. Management, protection goes all under management, learning how to manage your wealth. How are you going to get it to the second and third generation? And so these are all things that you can learn. Nobody sat down with me when I was 13, 14 years old and talked to me about trust and talked to me about wills and talked to me about investing. But that's no longer an excuse. And so when you start mastering money, you'll start to get in environments where other people are mastering money, and they'll have solutions and they'll have suggestions and they'll have strategies, right? You start having a strategy. I tell my clients all the time, if you don't have a mission for your money will always come up missing. Let me say that again. If you don't have a mission for your money will always come up missing. So your money needs to have a mission. How many of you have ever said, man, where did my money go? It's all gone. Where did it go? It's because you didn't have a mission for your money. But when you have a mission for your money, okay, this right here, boom, is going over here. This $300 is going over here. This $500 it has a mission. This is for savings. This is for investing. This is for vacation. This is for this and this and this. My money has a mission. But when your money doesn't have a mission, it'll always come up missing. Don't ever forget that. If you're ever wondering where your money is, just ask yourself, what's my mission? What's my mission for my money? And you look at your mission statements and you say, okay, here's one mission statement, to save $5,000. That's one mission statement. So this $300 is going over here to this mission to save $5,000. This mission is our vacation mission. This $10,000 we're gonna use for vacation. So boom, $500. We're saving this for vacation. My money has a mission. So all your money needs a mission, or else it's going to come up missing, because you'll just be frivolous with it. You'll just be frivolous with it. And so this money mastery pillar, guys, it's so key to you being successful. So many people, as it relates to having a fulfilled life, are not being able to because of this money thing. And this is one of the things I told myself growing up. I didn't want life to be this mathematical problem. I didn't want to have to struggle and think about money. I didn't want to have to, get gas and wonder if I was going to be able to buy bread. And if I bought bread, was I going to be able to keep on the lights? And if I put on the lights, was I going to be able? You want to get out of that. And so, most of us, a lot of us, we start off with struggle, and you want to get from struggle to sustainment, and from sustainment to success, and from success to significance with your money as it relates to money. So yeah, you may start off struggling, and we work to get to sustainment, but from sustainment, you want to get to success. And from success, you want to get to significance, where you're making significant amounts of money. And that's how you master the money game, guys. That's how you master the money game. So I hope that helped you out today. That's my insight for you today. It's Friday. Go out there and do something amazing. Go out there and have a wonderful weekend. I hope you have something fun planned for this weekend, that you're going to be surrounded by love and laughter. And as I always say, man, let's go out there and dominate, nation. And I'll see you right back here Monday morning inside the nation for some more insights. All right, guys, have a great weekend. I'll see you later.